NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Lions, next on Madden NFL 24.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On play action, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to put some ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On third down, it's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jack Campbell drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting the start in the NFL postseason. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, an 11-yard touchdown. Lions will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game. It's Rome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dobson, he's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 74 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A first down throw for Prescott. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Cook again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Operating from the gun, Dobson. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
To throw on 2nd down, Dobson. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Dobson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little...
Taking it right down Broadway. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Dobson. Right side to Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
That is called. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And Chubb will try the middle here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys doing battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throws he out loud and completes it to Samuel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. 2nd down and 8. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Dobson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Curtis Samuel. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
This a 2nd and 8. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, Prescott. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Reed McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now Prescott. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Hopkins, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card match.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
78 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start hurts them there a bit. Backs them up to 2nd and 9. To the air again, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Gibbs straight ahead, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Dobson. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And they take a knee.
Set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.